everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Loretta. In today's video we are going to be making black forest ham, pear, and Gouda sandwiches. So I got this recipe from TeaTime magazine, and this is September, October 25, volume 22, issue 5. And the recipe is, oops, sorry, little shaky camera there, is right here. Ham, Gouda, and pear sandwiches. I am actually going to make a few adjustments. So I'm only making 2 sandwiches. So out of that, we'll get 6 finger tea sandwiches. So I'm just using 1 pear, and I did use the Bartlett pear. I have mayonnaise instead of Dijon mustard. I'm going to be using this grainy mustard that I just purchased. I have a bunch of other recipes that I'm going to be making with that as well. And it says honey wheat bread, but I am using, this is one of my favorite brands. This is Rudolph's. I don't know if you can get it where you are. I'm in Ontario. And they have lots of different types of bread. I am using the sandwich sourdough bread today. You can pretty much use any bread at all, actually, but any one of their breads would go good, but that's what I used last time, so I'm going to use that. I have Gouda cheese and the ham. So I'll show you the cover of the magazine one more time, and I will have this on the front of the video as well. So I am actually just going to jump right in. So I'm going to grab my cutting board. And first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mix my mayonnaise and my mustard. So I just purchased this. Today is one of the worst days as far as weather. I think we're up to -5, and it's raining. So all the rain is just hitting the ground and freezing. It's slushy, it's slippery. I was out getting some supplies, and it was just terrible. So I am very glad to be back home, that's for sure. And I didn't go into work today because the weather was so bad. I just didn't quite make it in. So this is what the mustard looks like. And I don't actually measure. That's about a tablespoon. I'm making 2, so I'm going to go there. And if I need more, then I will put more. And I'm just going to grab a clean spoon and put in some mustard. I love this grainy mustard, especially when it's mixed with mayo. But I'm just going to start with like a smaller amount and then mix that together. And then maybe I will put more. But I just want to see what it looks like, and then I will taste it as well. And I'm the only one eating these, so I'm going to use the same spoon. I think it could use a little bit more mustard. There we go. Oh, the tang is so nice. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so there's our mixture. I'm just going to grab my bread now. So I like to kind of take the middle pieces because they're the biggest. And the only thing with this bread is the shape. And because of the way I'm going to cut the sandwiches, I'm definitely going to lose some pieces on the side. But that's okay. I'll eat them. They will not go to waste. And so let's talk about the ham. So you go to the deli counter. I asked to get this cut on a number 3. And hopefully you can see the thickness. You can go 4 or 5 if you want a little bit thicker, but I find 3 is perfect for these sandwiches. The recipe does call for shaved ham, and I just find that you have to put more layers or fold it over each other, and then you don't have the nice layers in there. You know what I mean? Like I want a nice layer of pear, a nice layer of cheese, a nice layer of ham. I don't want it to look all messy. So that's why I do that. And I just want to see how much space this is going to take up. Okay, so I'm not going to put any mayo on that part. So I'm just kind of gonna go in the middle there. Oh, and you know what? I actually might need some more of this because I'm going to put it on both sides. I like to have it on both sides. I feel like it holds the sandwich together a lot better. And it just tastes better when there's more. So I'm going to spread this pretty thin. And then again on this piece, avoiding the ends because I don't want to waste it on bread that I am simply going to cut off. Okay. Oh, I guess that isn't enough for 2 sandwiches. It looked like it would have been, but that's okay. We have more. Okay. So that's what we got there. And I'm going to put my ham. I guess I could have went just a little bit more out this way, but that's okay. It's not the biggest deal. I'm going to put my ham. I'm not sure how much cheese we're going to need because 1 piece of cheese isn't going to cover the whole sandwich. So I think what we should do is improvise. And I'm going to just break a piece off. You know what? Let me grab my knife. And I'm going to slice that and put that there. And I'm going to put another one down here. Okay, so for the pear, you want to slice the pear pretty thin as well. I have a mandolin, so I'm just going to go grab that. So I just grabbed my mandolin and gave my pear a wash. Let's move this over a bit. And when you're using one of these, please watch your fingers. I have hurt myself in the past. I'm wiser now, so will not be hurting myself. And I'm going to slice it like this. And it's just going to kind of take off like a little bit. And I'm just going to keep going until I get some nice whole pieces. And it might take you like a bit to get to like closer to the center of the pear. There we go. Let's do one more. Okay, put that to the side. So that's the thickness of our pears, which is perfect. The pears add a really nice crunch and sweetness to the sandwich. And I'm going to do that. And maybe I'll take some of these smaller pieces and put them there. Actually, let's rearrange this. Aha. I think that's better. The pears are going to overlap a little bit. That's totally fine. Because I'm going to cut off some of the ends here as well. I'm going to cut off this end and some of these ends. I'm going to get a better, sharper knife. Usually when I'm in the kitchen and the cat hears me clanking around cutlery there, she's here, but she's not meowing like crazy. Probably because she thinks I'm talking to myself and I'm an absolute nutcase. Okay, so let's cut. Let's see, I want the edges to have a lot of filling. Let's cut that. And that's a snack for later. So if you're serving these, then you can take these little end pieces and have them as a snack, but you kind of want like your sandwiches for your guests to look presentable. We are going to cut all of the crusts. And then I can cut this into triangles. That would be fun. But I like the rectangles. And we're going to get 3 good size ones out of this. You can do it that way or that way. I think I'm going to go this way. It kind of looks like the same either way. Let me go a little bit more in frame. And then I think like that is perfect. Oh yeah. Okay. Whoops, it's a little slippy slidey. Okay. Look at all the nice filling in that. Isn't that great? There's so much filling, and your guests are going to love it. So I'm going to make one more sandwich, and then I'm going to have this with Earl Grey tea. So I'm going to get my tea started and make my second sandwich and clean up a little bit, and I will come right back. All right, everyone. So let's give these a try. Mmm. Delicious. The grainy mustard really makes a difference, I find. I have made them with Dijon, switched to the grainy, and it makes such a difference. And also this bread with the seeds in it, sesame seed, flax seed, is also very nice. So I would recommend choosing a seed bread for this sandwich. Going for a thicker piece of ham and swapping out the Dijon for a grainy mustard. All right, everyone. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my content, please consider subscribing, as it helps my little channel grow and is greatly appreciated. Have a wonderful day. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.